the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Fires left. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Using his legs, it's Young. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lacey. top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Dropping back, it's Lacey. Throwing right. It's caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make. Sure, they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's Lacey. There's the pressure. And as he throws.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking for space. It's Young. At the 35, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Going deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got the 1st down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Just keeps moving. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that nick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick completion on the out route. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Lacey. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. they'll move the tight end. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Rides to the back. Fights off a defender. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of...
Touchdown, Bulldog! A great catch and run for 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. This offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running back.
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's the touchdown, Cornhuskers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move into the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Massey. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Shakes off the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Penn State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Clark. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. throws to the wideout. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Lacy. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Still looking, on the move. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll give it on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown in, but now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you can keep finding them.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Good timing on the quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Lacey. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Huskers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 17 to Missouri. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop up.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's caught. It's Massey. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
42 Spider.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gentry. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. 3rd down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got enough for the 1st. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Might as well give it to him again. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Got it in the middle, it's Claiborne. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Well, they got the completion, but there is still plenty of work to do here on 4th down.
Yeah, you'd love for this to be a no-brainer and be inside the 1, and it's easy to go for it. This is that little mid-range situation. Listen, offensively, you practice for this. I think you still stay aggressive. 4th down nowadays means go for it.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the back. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Punt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Tosses it incomplete.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Claiborne. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Back to throw, it's Lacey. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this fourth and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't think they'd go for it in this situation. Fourth quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised now. The defense has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
First down, Bulldogs.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him again. Bulldozes his way through. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.